Welcome back, wizard kind, to Hogwarts Legacy. They say knowledge is too advanced for students, that certain secrets are locked away for a reason. Well, today, we're bending those rules. Continuing on from where we left off in the restricted section and going deeper than any student has gone before, we will also be uncovering advanced techniques in herbology to attempting complex brews in potions class. Now, let's see how else we can bend the rules today, shall we?
Oh yes, of course. I need to go through a trial before I can get to the room. Let me just change my spells. No. Yes. Yeah, actually. Yeah, why not?
Revelio. Reparo.
Oh, there's nothing to repair, so shit. Oh, look at that! A pathway.
Revelio.
Ah, great.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Revelio.
Yes. Okay.
Let's dive a little deeper into the restricted section. Last episode, we left off with the deeper you dive into the restricted section, the more secrets you find. As we discussed, there were very dark books and artifacts deeper in the section, but most tomes are just old, fragile, or unique, and they are kept in the restricted section to prevent them from damage or theft.
Stupefied.
Ooh. How do I get there? Whee! Oh, almost didn't make it.
Some of the
Revelio.
books are even enchanted to prevent anyone from casually reading them. I know, and you, I presume, that we aren't the first witch or wizard to sneak into the restricted section. Harry, in fact, snuck in with his invisibility cloak looking for a book containing any information about Nicholas Flamel.
Revelio.
Ultimately, he picked up a book that screamed at him, and then only, almost at the end of the whole escapade of the mystery, did he remember that Nicholas Flamel was mentioned on his chocolate frog that he got in the train before he even entered the school.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Revelio.
So if you ask me, this movie could have ended a lot faster, only if Harry had a better memory. But what fun would that be, right?
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Oh, gear slots are full. Alrighty.
Let's add a bit more. After all, we are comparing the books and movies, aren't we? If I'm not mistaken, in the book, it is where Harry finds the information about Nicholas Flamel in the
Revelio.
chocolate frog. But in the movie, Hermione is the one that found Nicholas Flamel in a book where, and I quote, "I had you looking in the wrong section. How could I be so stupid? I took this out weeks ago for a bit of light reading. Now, I am not saying that the scene is not iconic or anything. It's just that it took a bit of light away from Harry and shone the light a little bit more on Hermione.
Oh.
But to be honest, I did fall in love with the movies before the books, so I didn't know any better at the time. Still love it though. Oh, that reminds me. I have a question to answer from Eclipse. What is your favorite book? Well, I can't tell you for certain because I am only currently on the Goblet of Fire. But so far, my favorite book is The Chamber of Secrets.
It is a book after all.
Yay! Found a book.
Ooh.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, You must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Something's peculiar here.
I didn't like the way that her face contorted and looked when, she walked out of that
Sebastian.
room.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Hey, poor Sebastian. Now, let's get out of here.
Well, now that we're going on our way to Professor Fig, let's continue. I assume the follow-up question would be, why would the Chamber of Secrets be my favorite book so far? Well, I like the teamwork that the trio endured, and the friendship between Ron and Harry build a lot during the book. It tells of Ron's fear of spiders and how he pushes the fear away, well, sort of, for the sake of helping his friends, and it tells of Harry's bravery to protecting that which is important to him. It also tells of Hermione's intelligence, because as soon as she figured out what the creature was, she tried to help the people around her. She got petrified, yes, but she still stood strong and hoped that Ron and Harry would figure it out.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Yeah.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Okay.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Cool. Level 11.
Revelio.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay.
While I do my beautiful search through the map for... what was her name again? I don't remember. Let's talk a little bit about goblins and their history.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Yay, I just received 2 owls.
Did you know that goblins coexisted with witches and wizards for centuries and are noted for their intelligence, sharp minds, and distinct culture? Goblins are also renowned for their exceptional silverwork and metalworking skills.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Goblins actually
Revelio.
believe that if you are the creator of an object, you are its lifetime owner.
Ooh, okay.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Okay. Let's see. Quests. Shall we go to class?
Speaking of class, it is also known that if a goblin made an object and a witch or wizard had bought that object from them, that they would still not be its rightful lifetime owner, even though it was bought. And then after the death of that said witch or wizard, the object needs to be returned to the goblin or their family that the object had been purchased from. Logically speaking, that sounds a bit silly, but I honestly feel like you shouldn't judge anyone or anything in their beliefs or how they are raised to be. Then again, that could just be me. Are you telling me I ran around this entire tree just to find this thing? Seriously?
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
Interesting teacher.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrakes in the new pot and pack down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
When I'm in Hogwarts, I always pay a visit to
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
We nearly went deaf.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
I have to plant things now.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I really like her long hair. If she can stand still. But yeah. I have to go. Is this the person I need to talk to?
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Fascinating. Oh.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Okay.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
thanks.
Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay. Ah.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I'm just collecting a bunch of random plants now. Ooh, hello.
Revelio.
Herbology class. It is important because many creatures and nearly all potions rely on plant ingredients. Students encounter a variety of fascinating and sometimes frightening specimens. Poor Neville passed out even though he wore the earmuffs to protect his ears from when their class had to repot the mandrakes.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Yay. I did herbology, now it's
Those
potions.
mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Pick up. What's this?
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as
Random thought. There is this funny thing I read online that the reason Voldemort has no hair is because he didn't want anyone to impersonate him with the Polyjuice potion.
Revelio.
But did you know that the truth is that he used dark magic so often that includes the creation of his Horcruxes that he became the snake-like looking creature that he is. And the fact that he was brought back to life in a cauldron should probably count for something. I don't know about you, but I have this thing where I try and put myself in someone else's shoes and see things from their perspective. And I understand Voldemort just wanted power, but I think there were way better ways to go about it. I mean, look at Dumbledore. He's one of the most feared wizards in the world, and he didn't even use dark magic or try and live forever.
Potions class is... Oh, kitty! Haha.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I've had some good luck.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
That's actually funny.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlick kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
You want me to go in there to bring you something back? To say that you were in there? Ugh.
What sort of plant should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlick grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Really? Would have never guessed.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
You better be.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, well, I'm not planning on going there just yet.
Although, I wonder what dangerous plants could be in there, though.
You know, like I know venomous tentacula could be one, or bouncing ball. Could even be knotgrass or fluxweed, I think. Knotgrass and fluxweed are used in Polyjuice potion, if I'm not mistaken.
Revelio.
I think there
Shouldn't
were
there be
dogs
Aurors or
as well.
someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black
Would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Well.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
We must do this by ourselves? Oh, we get a notebook.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
2? No? More? Okay. 5? Oh! Look at that! It's probably gonna be an explosion somewhere. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit of a
I see
weird
most
goo.
of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Thanks. Gobbledygook is a goblin language.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a great idea, but I do like a little bit of mischief.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Weasleys are so
Your potion should not be
mischievous. Yeah, it's a little Fwooper feather.
Revelio.
Now we know where the twins get it from.
Your potion
The
station's
word
organized and free
gobbledygook
of
sounds
clutter.
like the goblins speak nonsense.
Proficiency and potions are two things that
Maybe
cannot
that's
be
what
rushed.
they sound like.
Have patience and be thorough.
Gobbledygook. I don't know.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Ew. This is what I need. Yeah. No.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Get it!
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done,
Ooh,
Gareth.
explosions, like the Weasleys did in the...
What
thingy
now,
thing,
Mr.
in the
Weasley?
hole, when they did their
Sorry,
owls.
Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
How much trouble am I gonna get in?
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me.
Yay.
I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your
Yes.
own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Cool.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, that's fun. Well, the professor kind of looks like Professor Snape, doesn't he? Oh, as long as he doesn't torture me like Professor Snape did to Harry and Neville. Shit. But Professor Slughorn actually helped him in his 6th year.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Ugh, my
Professor
robes are going to
Slughorn.
reek from Gareth's
In
inspiration.
the 6th year of Harry's school, Professor Slughorn came out of retirement and taught potions. And then Snape finally got his position and went against the dark arts. You know, even though he was only going to collect it for a year. Slughorn was a way more lenient professor than Snape. But he was known for collecting favorite students. Harry finally became a favorite student and then he was collected. But only because he had help of a book, you know. An old book filled with anonymous students' brilliant improvements to standard recipes. Later we found out it was actually
To finally
the
have an
Snape's
answer
book.
as to why that portrait was empty. It was terrible.
Only singing the Harry Potter song because we are currently.
Revelio.
Oh, hello. Playing Hogwarts Legacy. Ah.
Revelio.
Dumbass. Oh no, what happened here?
Revelio.
Allegedly, the location of the first known instance of an arguably successful casting of Bombarda, date unknown, caster unidentified. Oh, that's funny. I wonder when we're gonna learn Bombarda. Woo! Woo! Bombarda was used by Hermione in The Prisoner of Azkaban in the movie, but in the book, she used Hello Hamora.
Revelio.
I would say that it looks more chaotic the movie way around. It makes Hermione look more tough. She did punch Draco. Ooh. Hey guys, guess what I can do? Hold on, let me just get the spell. I'm so funny. Okay, apparently I need to run this way. Ooh.
Revelio.
Really liking the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ooh, can't see through a bush. Whee! I haven't been to this side of the castle yet. Isn't this the side where
Revelio.
Hagrid's hut might be? Look at these beautiful little plants. Oh, and some mushrooms. What's in here? Oh, some money. It looks like I need to go up there. Because obviously I'm terrible with directions and I obviously don't follow the map. Oh. Oh, I should have just gone to the side of the castle. I wouldn't have gotten all these ingredients.
Revelio.
Nothing to see here. I wonder when I can get my broom so that I can fly. Wait, is this Hagrid's hut? Don't know, let's see.
Revelio.
Sounds like something's inside. Possibly. Seems big-ish enough. I mean, you could always do the spell that Hermione did on
This looks intriguing.
Revelio.
her bag. You really are the brightest witch of your age. Sirius told to Hermione.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Everyone's asking.
Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions.
Aren't we supposed to
For
keep
now,
the secret?
it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Also remember, I'm watching this as a movie too.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What the hell?
What's going on here?
Let's go. Let's go see. No side question. How's that?
I beseech you for some assistance?
No.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was
Sounds
hoping
smelly.
someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Maybe.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
First time I've ever heard of you.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way.
What's going on over here?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Oh, would he now?
Students, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Nobody will miss one student.
Potato!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, will you now?
Pull! Potato! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this! You become a dead body!
Leviosa!
Come on, you're afraid to fight back. No, don't.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
He was a Slytherin like me.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if?
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Well, Merlin was taught. Right?
What? Did
Could
you
he
see
have been
that?
taught by
The vines
Salazar?
disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pies.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Beard, how
And behold, Merlin.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
Thanks.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Well, I missed it. I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this educating journey through the Harry Potter lore. Tell me, what's your favorite obscure secret of Harry Potter? Drop a comment below and share it with the community. If you know of anyone that would love this deep dive into the wizarding world, feel free to share this video with them. And I hope to see you, as well as them, all again next time.